Good morning and welcome to John Beck. This is your principal, Mr. Lin, and I hope that you had a wonderful Wednesday yesterday. Today is Thursday, December 19th, 2024, and it is a day B. For instrumentals, it's a day 2. Now, before we kick off this wonderful day, I want to invite you, as I always do, to please stand and face the flag for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. I am so happy that you guys are here in school. Once again, you showing up matters. You matter. And I feel so blessed that you are here. You have made my day, and I know that you have made our teachers' days. Now, look, us as grown-ups, we're just like you. Many of us are beginning to think about the winter break. We might be really excited. Hey, sometimes we might not be excited. Maybe you don't want to leave school. That makes sense too. It depends on what you have planned and what's going on. But in the end, we know that there's a big change and it's looming. Our minds might be thinking about Friday afternoon. Our minds might be thinking about Saturday and the long break that we have. But I hope that you'll join me in reminding yourself, because I have to do it for myself, that this moment, this Thursday, is really worth experiencing. And I hope that you guys truly experience it, that you don't take it for granted. It feels like a long week. And part of it is because we've got great things planned. Part of it is that we've got this amazing day in front of us. And part of it is because maybe winter break can't get here soon enough. We've got 3 expectations here at the school. You know what they are. Number 1, be respectful to yourself as well as to others. This is a time where many holidays and many beliefs and faiths kind of converge. We've got everything from Christmas to Hanukkah to Kwanzaa to even just New Year's. Depending on your traditions, depending on your culture, you might celebrate one or many of these holidays. What I want you to do is not judge other people. This is a great opportunity for all of us to celebrate the true beauty of living in a really diverse world, a world where everyone's story is so different. Can you imagine going into the library? What if literally you walked into the library and it was the same book? Hundreds of thousands of books, all the same. It'd be boring. And yet, what we really have in the library, and this is what makes me excited. When I was a kid, I loved going into the school library because I loved being able to choose all these different stories. It enriched my life. It made my imagination go crazy. And I would not have really appreciated those stories if I didn't really start with respect, being able to respect how amazing many of these books can be. As humans, we're not books, but we all have our stories. And I hope that when you walk around and you meet your friends, and your friends may not be the same as you, that you honor their story, because that's what makes life so fun and so vibrant. It's how different we are. And it's not that we just tolerate each other, that we perhaps even celebrate the fact that we have so many amazing stories right here under one roof at John Beck. Number 2, show that we are responsible with our hands and our feet, the words, the language that comes out of our mouths, the way we think. Do we think in positive ways or do we think in a blaming and negative way? It is a tough week. You boys and girls have proven to me that you guys can handle yourselves. Yesterday, during School Families, we had a lot of movement at the beginning of the event, and then we even had to practice our patience with bingo. Congratulations, by the way, to Mrs. Breckenmaker's School Families. I know that you guys had to fill up your bingo card, and then you had to do the rock, paper, scissors with Mrs. Horton's class that also filled up their bingo card. So that was fun. But all of us had to be patient as we got through that game. Even practicing patience requires us to be responsible with our bodies. The closer we get to a holiday, it gets harder. I think you know what I mean. And last but not least, show that you're ready to be the best version of yourselves, to feed the good wolf. There are many versions of you, and there are many versions of me. Some of these versions I'm just not proud of, and there are other versions I really want to put out there because I'm proud of it. I want you to see this version of Mr. Lin. I want everyone to see this version of Mr. Lin that wants to be helpful and kind and loving and caring and encouraging to everybody else. That version of you is kind of the wolf that you want to keep feeding. And sometimes you do have to pause because in the moment when you're not thinking, you might think it's fun to feed the other wolf, the version of you that you're not proud of. Feed the wolf that ultimately you be proud of that at the end of the day, and it's in the evening that you are just proud that you put that one out into the world. Now, don't forget, tomorrow we do have our holiday sing-along. I really can't wait to hear you guys sing. Big shout out to Mrs. Horton and all of the preparations that have gone into that. And yesterday's School Families was fun. We also have our holiday spirit wear. Yesterday was wearing our flannels, a sweater or sweatshirt. Today is all about the bling. What I mean by that is it's the time to sparkle. You're wearing your favorite holiday colors and or bling. Last but not least, tomorrow is getting ready for a long winter's nap. Wear your sweats and pajamas to school. Or as some kids have threatened because of the Beck Trek, apparently I'm supposed to dress up. I wonder what that costume might be. I'll leave you guessing. I love you. I care about you. I'm here to encourage you. Go ahead and spread that message to everybody else, not just to me, but you guys are doing a great job with that as well. And I can't wait to see you guys around. Have an awesome day. And as always, I like you just the way you are.